Joe, obviously you're not facing off against Ben on opposite sides of the ball, but you got your first win in Pittsburgh last time. Would you see beating Ben as another accomplishment for you personally?
We've played him pretty well, I think, and Ben, each time we've beaten him, he hasn't played. I think they played Dennis Dixon last year against us, and here, and we beat Charlie Batch. But I think no matter what, when you beat the Steelers, it's a good feeling, and that's all we're focused on. I don't really think it's going to be any different if we beat them.
Joe, how would you describe your relationship with Anquan? I mean, is he the type to get in your ear about, certain coverages, or does he just sort of let you decipher it on your own because he's a former quarterback, he sort of knows what comes with that territory?
I think there's a little bit of both with Anquan. He definitely sees things out there, and wants to let the coordinator, wants to let me know when they're playing certain things. But for the most part, he's going to let us play the game, and if he really feels strongly about something, then that's when he's going to come let you know.
So he's not the type to sort of complain or?
No, I mean, I think you can tell when everybody's a little bit upset, but he's not going to come up and complain to you. Not as of yet.
Is there a different feeling all this week because it's Pittsburgh? I know you got each week, every game is important. It's an but is it different at all getting ready this week?
No, not really. We prepare each week the same. We go through the same schedule each day, and we don't really change too much from it. So it's kind of tough to have it feel different. I said it before, probably Sunday, when we take the field, might feel a little bit differently just because that'll be our first interaction with the fans, and they definitely take it to a whole nother level when they come in town.
That's not being goofy, Joe.
Did you feel that Steeler-Raven thing in a way maybe when you were in Delaware or New Jersey you didn't understand it, or you starting to understand it a little bit more being here and being a part of it?
Hey, before I got here, I didn't pay attention to the Steelers-Ravens really. It's not that they weren't games that we saw regularly, so it's tough to kind of get an understanding for what the rivalry is, but it's a tough, hard-nosed game, and the fans are really involved when it comes to these guys. So it can definitely heat up a little bit more than any other regular season game.
Have any bad associations with the terrible towel or purple towel?
No. Do I not like the terrible towel? I don't really care. We're not going to be Tennessee stomping on it when we beat them, and that's not. I have no interest in doing that, and it's just all it is a towel that the fans like. So.
The protection you got in that game in Pittsburgh earlier this year it seemed to be the best protection you had all year. Would you say that was the case?
I don't know if it was the best we've had all year, but it was it was up there with all the other ones that we've had that are pretty good. They did a great job, and this is a tough pass rush to do that against. And our guys went up there and fought really hard, and that's why we were pretty successful during that game, is because it started up front. Those guys did a good job pushing them off the ball and keeping them away from me.
Joe, James Harrison gets fined again for another quarterback hit. NFL said was illegal. You think about that in the game? He said it's not going to change the way he plays, the way he goes after quarterbacks.
No, I won't think about that either. I'm not worried about guys getting fines and hitting me illegally. I usually don't even notice them until I go back and watch them on film. Hopefully, if he does hit us a little bit illegally, we get the penalty for it. I don't care if he gets fined or not. We want to get the penalty and have it help us out a little bit. And if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
What do you think of his hits and such? You've seen it.
They're usually pretty good football plays. He's a good football player. He's a vicious football player, and that's what this game's about. It's about being mean and getting after people, and that's what he does.
About being nasty. All right.
All right.